This is Dave at AFX Search, Licensed Investigators. This video we're going to talk about e-discovery, or discovery of electronic records. In the private investigative industry, this is probably the most important area for investigators to become experts in. Almost every activity that a client, a subject, a defendant, or another party can take creates an electronic record. Whether it's a phone call, an email, even walking down the street, there are records made of every action, and those records, those electronic records, don't go away. They're very durable. They survive everything from backups to deletions, and they're out there for an investigator to get to. The electronic records process is becoming more documented by states in their discovery laws, in their spoliation requirements for attorneys. You have to keep these records. You can't let them be destroyed. You can't let them be deleted. So the process of what's called ESI, or electronically stored information, is a big deal in investigating for clients. Everything from phone records, which you may not think are electronic. A voicemail is usually stored as a file on a computer somewhere. So if you call and leave somebody a voicemail, your voice words, that audio recording, is stored the same way as a Word document or an email is stored on some server, a phone server. That may be important to know about if you're investigating any type of financial crime or financial fraud, to find out where that voicemail record might be. Call records, same thing, whether it's a cell or landline. Emails obviously are electronic records. Even movements are tracked using Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. If you walk down the street with your cell phone, you're creating pings from that cell phone at Wi-Fi providers. Could be Starbucks, could be somewhere else. Bluetooth, your electronic signature on that Bluetooth is creating a record somewhere, and there's ways to compile those records to show movement, to show activities. Even things like vehicles moving down the street. If you have a SunPass or an electronic toll provider on your car, going through toll booths create that record. Now the key is, how are you going to get those records? Well, all those records, there's a way to get to. There always is a way to get those records. You got to make sure you do it legally. There's illegal ways to do it, and there's legal ways to do it. If you do it illegally, it's always going to create more trouble than it's worth. It might be simpler, it might even be cheaper, but in the long run, you may run into not being able to use those records. Worse off, it may create liability for you as an investigator financially. So make sure you do it legally. Again, it's always worth it. It's always worth the time and effort to do it legally. Make sure you know about DPPA, Driver Privacy Protection Act laws, and most importantly, GLB, Graham-Leach-Bliley Act, that covers people's privacy for sensitive records. Could be phone records, could be financial records. If you break those laws, not only can you maybe not use that information in a case, but you could get yourself in trouble, and maybe even the attorney that hired you could get in trouble, and that's not going to do good for your future business with them. So e-discovery, electronic records, make sure you know a lot about it. It changes every day. The laws are changing every day. I can guarantee you that whatever access that you need to get for electronic records, you can get to if you're creative enough.